Okay, so I'm finding out that when the Floetrol starts not setting, but just before it, is a fabulous time to start drawing in your unicorn spit.
So this could be fun. It will be fun. It could be crazy. And for the last, this is also the unicorn spit. And let me show you how it is under resin. Isn't that fabulous? Now there were some alcohol inks down here, but these ribbons and all of that background is the unicorn spit. So yeah, that's why I love it. I had never done anything like that until I got this spit, and it allowed me just to have fun with it again and stop trying to make my own design just to be free, because it wants to be free, and I love that. That's why I like the alcohol inks. Be welcome, Ruby. Hi. So we're talking spit today, and when I first started to look at the spit, I kind of shied away from it because it said stain, and I didn't do a lot of wood products and stuff, so I thought, yeah, probably not for me. Well, then I saw something on YouTube, I can't even remember what, but they had the unicorn spit, and I thought, when I tried it, it changed my world as an artist, and I am not lying, y'all. It does things. Okay, when I first experienced the alcohol inks, and I was like, they are moving on their own. They are making their own colors. I was like infatuated, okay? Same thing, unicorn spit. However, I can use unicorn spit in a lot of different ways where I can't with the alcohol inks. Come to find out, now this, y'all, unicorn spit lady, girl boss, Michelle Nicole, sent this, and it is humongous. I have not read all the way through it, but I have picked through the parts I want and looked at it. But there's a way in here to make unicorn spit, the alcohol ink out of unicorn spit. So it's on her website, by the way, michellenicoles.com. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to the process. Anyway, let's see. What you want to do is you have your Floetrol strained, and I just use these little cheapy strainers from Dollar Tree, and then you can pitch them if they get gunky. It's no big deal. But you do want to get the stuff out of that. And what we're doing is we're ghosting, and this was this bottom part, blue, was alcohol ink, okay? And then we ghosted on top of this, and that's what we're doing today. We're doing the ghost pour. It's so fun. It's crazy fun. All right, and we're gonna do ghost writing or painting, ghost painting. And if you don't mind, y'all, if you would please subscribe to Cape Charles Art on YouTube, I'd be thrilled. Okay, so there's that. This is also ghosting, and that is using the iridescent unicorn spit. This whole box, the background is alcohol ink, and then I just went ahead and started painting with the unicorn spit. Put it down. If you touch water to it again, it will reactivate. And that's also a good thing, because you can go back to your project and say, ooh, I don't like this part. And if you haven't sprayed it with the Minwax polyurethane spray, I'm just going to flash this for a second. I usually use the quick drying. It's like 15 minutes. But if you haven't sealed it with an oil-based spray yet, you can go back and reactivate it and keep working with it just like oils. I'm telling you, it's fabulous. Really amazing medium. So, get a couple bottles, but I always recommend getting a white or a black, because I think those are the ones that really make those other colors pop. And also, if you're getting the iridescents, they don't seem to be quite as pigmented, saturated. They do here, but as you mix it in with others, they will be the weaker one. So use more of that color if you want, if it's a sparkling. That's all I'm saying about that. But anyway, okay, so get some of these. This is fun. You'll want the little piping things. maybe a syringe, anything to write with is what I'm thinking. So I've got some shot glasses. And I have these cups, but they're not see-through. So for your sake, I don't use these anymore. So we might as well do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some water into my Floetrol. And I'm going to do the entire Floetrol with one fell swoop. There's no rhyme and reason for the blue tape on this except that it's for water. Because I go through so many if I don't. Okay, so that's like not very much water. Well, I'm going to throw it in there. And what I'm trying to do is if you put on canvas or wood, whatever your substrate is, stir stick. If you put this Floetrol straight down on it with no water, that'll be fine too. But your pillow that it makes will stand up really high and it won't move around as much. So if you want to tip it or blow things through it, colors through it or something like that, it's going to resist you a little bit. Okay, so that was not enough. I'm not happy with that, even though it does look pretty watery. Let me get this. I'll let it sit for a second. Let's think about it. Okay, so now let's do colors. So what I'm thinking on this beautiful canvas is I want to paint at the same time. So, you know, ocean is what I do, water, ocean, and like that. But I cannot tell you that that's what's going to happen, okay? So I'm going that direction. I don't know. I'm thinking more like rocky down here and a flow of ghosted seaweed and maybe a floating ghosted seahorse. We don't know. All of us don't know. But I'm thinking the colors should be like black and brown and then green and then the seahorse be a totally different color like purple or something like that. I really like the combination of purple and yellow, so I definitely want to put some purple and yellow, and you do want to shake this unicorn spit up. I'm putting gloves on, but let me tell you why. The unicorn spit is non-toxic, okay? It's jasmine scented, it's fabulous. It's like aromatherapy and art therapy all in one. But I'm putting them on because I put this light colored nail stuff on and I'm afraid it's gonna get in. That's right, I'm a pansy. I don't know, I appreciate the people that just get in there with their hands, but the whole time I'm like, ah. Interesting. There are days, like in between my nail stuff, that I just love to get my hands in stuff, but this is not that day. All right, you're welcome. So you shake it well. It's very concentrated. Gonna love it. So here's some purple, and it's called Purple Hill Majesty. And just squirt some in there. Look at that. You'll be shocked. Oh, that's not gonna work. As to how far that goes. And what I have learned is when you screw the cap back down, and always do because they will dry out, just dip it in your water and then wipe it and it'll stop it from clogging up. I had a real hard time with that because I'm messy and I don't clean up well afterwards a lot of times. So now I have a system and it works real well. So, okay, so let's put some Lemon Kiss Yellow. Awesome cool name too. Now the black, man, this thing is powerful. It is. Midnight's Blackness. And apparently there's even another one that's more powerful than this from what I understand. It's fabulous. Nightlight, and that's the unicorn spit. So, but I decided to put the lights in the tree and then just a few in there. I think the whole spit process has really helped me to just begin to open up and create freely without thinking, okay, this has to end up like such and such. So I appreciate that a lot. Okay, here's some green sparkle. So I hope no one's in a hurry because I'm just lollygagging. One of my mom's terms. Oh, pretty. Oh. Now this is the sparkling, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for it and put more of that in there because I want to see it. And also this fabulous golden gosling. Good grief. Yum. Just have that on hand just in case I get the urge to throw some of that in there. So on my sparkling, I'm just going to add like 3 drops because pigment. And then on my purple, a lot. And I think on the black the same. I mean, because it's so pigmented, you really just don't need it that strong. It will stain this canvas wherever you leave it. I just love that. That's what's so exciting. When you do the Floetrol down, it sets a pillow any direction you want to do it, and then you put your colors on top of that pillow and drag them around, and we're going to do that in just a second. Promise you, let me get a stick and stir. And wherever you stop dragging, that's going to settle, and that Floetrol dissipates. And then your canvas or wood is stained, literally stained, the weave, everything. It is so cool. And the grain of the wood, same thing. And it doesn't leave any bumps like if you did a pour with acrylics and you can feel the acrylics. You will not feel anything like that if you've stained your Floetrol. Also, water down your white a little bit more than the rest. White is a difficult pigment apparently because alcohol inks have a problem with whites. And then when I tried to float the white on this, I realized I needed a lot more white. So that's just heads up there. The other thing is, when you pour your Floetrol in your head and your eyes, you're looking and you're seeing white. But it's really not going to be there. It's going to dry clear. So just remember that as you're doing your piece, if you want white, add white. Unicorn spit. We'll see, won't we? Maybe just a touch more water. But I really do like the pigmentation of the black. I like that it's that dark. That way you can go ahead yourself and thin it down any way you want, but you don't have to keep adding more product to get the depth that you want. So that's one thing I liked about the unicorn spit, because at first, to tell you the truth, I thought it was kind of expensive for me. And then when I started working with it and I realized you don't use hardly anything, I thought, it's a good deal. It's just hard to kind of accumulate. So now I have a little collection. I'm very proud to have it. Very excited. All right, so I think all our colors are mixed up. And you know, funny that this is underwater supposedly. Maybe not, because I don't have any blue, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna stand up because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna see if this is gonna work. This is fun. All right, so here's our Floetrol. It's mixed with some water. Y'all, you just decide how high you want your pillow. And this is gonna run off the edge, and that's fine. I want it to run off the edge because I wanna be able to go wherever I want on my design. Really. I left this to remind myself to tell you guys, make sure it's level. There you go. All right, here we go. Do some weird stuff down here, like with foil and rocks. It's my thought. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shannon. Yes, Cape Charles Art. I appreciate any subscription there. It's free. Okay, so, but I think I want to ghost my seahorse first. So where's my purple? And I want to take some white because I love this white. It's the thing that, to me, that makes it really magical. And I'm just gonna put it right in here. Y'all know it's white. And you do definitely add your water to your white as well. All right. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do my seahorse, so let's just see what happens. That's how I do all art, pretty much. Okay, this white is really thin, so that's good. And I'm going to take a little dropper and figure out where I want to put my seahorse and just kind of put a head, give him a belly. I'm coming down and I'm running out. Let's see. There's his belly. And let's swirl around his tail just to get an idea going. Now that I put white on white for you guys, how nice was that? You can't see a thing. I'll put some purple before I lose him. I can't see him either. Hey, we're in this together, you all. Okay, here we go. And as you do this, it is so relaxing. I can't even tell you. Can't even tell you. And you see I'm making bubbles in here. I don't care because they will pop and they will make the coolest looking design. So just be free with it, you all. Don't worry about, oh, that's not right. Oh, that's the wrong shape. By the time it stops moving and everything, who knows what we'll end up having. But it doesn't matter. You can go back later and just start painting on it with a regular paintbrush and unicorn spit and adjust wherever you want to adjust. And that's what I think is just amazing, really. Skinny little guy. All right, let's do another color in there. You know, my thing is Zia Teal. Oh, I love that color. But let's go with some Blue Thunder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it directly to this white. Right on top of that little. All right, so it's just kind of swirled up in there. Just give him a little definition on the belly. Give him some tail too. All right, so I'm going to take my black. And this is all just whatever you want to do. You know, there's no rhyme or reason. Just whatever you want to do. This is pretty dry, so that's okay. Dry because I didn't put the Floetrol there. Dry because it's not even. Doesn't matter. Want whatever your heart desires to use. Where's my white? Don't know. Let's dip some of the Floetrol in there. Watch this. See what I mean? See what I mean, Vern? It's fabulous. Do I have, oh, I've got blue. I need more white. I'm just gonna drop straight white on here and see what happens. Now remember the white is darker, thick. It feels thick. It doesn't want to move as much as the others. Which that is something that you can make work for you eventually when you get it figured out. I'm telling myself that, just so you know. And I can't tell you actually what is going to happen. I can just tell you things are going to happen. It will not be the same. Holly, welcome, bestie. Bestie girl. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna push it in and see what happens. Now, you've got to realize I'm pushing it down into a canvas. So I don't know what is going to actually, what's it going to look like on. I can kind of get an idea from what it looks like here. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Oh, that's neat. Okay, I've made it really muddy. Don't care. I'll fix it. That's the thing. Don't worry about it. If you like everything except this, or this, don't worry about it. Just let it alone and let it dry. Come back when it's finished and start working on your canvas. Absolutely fabulous. Okay, so that's a lot of Floetrol down here. So what I've learned is if I'm going to do the foil technique, you don't need that much Floetrol. Colors randomly, y'all. I'm just playing in my SPiT. And that, I think, is when you really start discovering who you are as an artist, is when you just let yourself start playing and stop telling yourself you can't. And just enjoy the process. No, this could be gross, guys, but it's okay. So I can fix it later if I've gone a little crazy. So cool. So sorry. I just get totally lost in this process. You people, my beautiful art tribe, let me pull you back up. And I tipped that camera down, you are gone. Oh, anyway, you guys see what I'm talking about? You can write in it, you can draw in it, paint in it, you can go crazy in it. So I'm just gonna squirt some more colors down in here just for fun, and then I'm gonna go up and do everything I need to do. But it really is, it's a beautiful product. It's so fun to work with. You won't be disappointed. I can honestly say that. That's going to be a very dark line, and that's good. And I want one right there for the eyeball too. And when this dries tomorrow, whoosh, I'm going to have some cleanup to do down here. It's really sad. I should do something about it now. But anyway, when it dries, I'll post a video and show you all what actually happened. One more thing, let me just go ahead and draw through this and show you guys how cool this is. Just by taking the end of a cheap little Walmart Sculpey tool, or whatever it is. I mean, this is how intricate you can get this. I do need his belly to have some lines, so let's do that. Oh, I love it. I should have Floetrol more and pulled out more. Then just throw your Floetrol on, first spritz it a little bit, throw your Floetrol on and do it again with lighter colors. That's all I'd recommend, and it'll be beautiful. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching and hanging out. Shannon, bless your heart. Prayers for you, for healing, and all those that need prayer. Sherry too. You guys, thanks. I appreciate everybody in my art tribe, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to YouTube Cape Charles Art. It's free. Thank you. Bye. Love and light.